What's up everyone, welcome to Stockton. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. On this channel, we talk about stocks before they start blowing up, say goodbye to chasing stocks at all-time highs, and say hello to making some money. So if this sounds like something you want to take advantage of, then hit that beautiful subscribe button and like the video. Now let's get to it. Before we get into the video, I have to say that I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I say is just my opinion and is for entertainment purposes only. Having said that, if I'm talking about a company, I'll let you know whether I'm personally going to invest in it or not towards the end of the video. But you should always do your own due diligence, so with that out of the way, let's get started.
Hi guys, I've got some big BNGO news for you all today. Now before we get into this, I want to point out that one of the main arguments that YouTubers or bears used to make against BNGO was that none of the publications they talk about in their press releases are peer-reviewed. If you remember a couple of months ago, Dead Inside made a video in which he summarized his conversation with Simon Barnett from ARK Invest. The conversation revolved around BNGO's future prospect and its total addressable market. But basically one of the arguments that Simon Barnett had against BNGO was that most of the publications that BNGO talks about in their press releases are pre-print publications. Pre-print basically means publications that are not peer-reviewed. Well, in today's press release, BNGO discusses some of its findings through a peer-reviewed publication, and the results have great significance. Bionano's Sapphire data prove essential in creating the most comprehensive, ethnically diverse collection of genome variation ever completed. The peer-reviewed publication, which previously appeared on the preprint server BioRxiv, builds on the original Human Genome Project to better capture genetic diversity by cataloging both single nucleotide variations and structural variations from each individual reference quality genome assembly compared to the standard human genome reference. The resulting assemblies and catalog of SNVs and SVs can serve as a diversity panel that researchers and clinicians can use to accelerate the discovery of new therapeutic targets and pathogenic genetic variations by making it easier and faster to filter out variation that is representative of population diversity. They further enable population-specific studies on genetic predispositions to human diseases, as well as the potential discovery of more complex forms of genetic variation. And although we already know this, but it gets better because what I'm about to read next again highlights just how much better BNGO's optical gene mapping is when compared to PacBio's long-read sequencing technology, especially when it comes to structural variation detection. Regarding OGM's contribution to the variants that were identified, OGM uniquely made 5,590 large SV calls missed by long-read-based genome assemblies, corresponding to 1,175 unique SV loci. Many of these large SVs consisted of more complex rearrangements or overlaps with large repetitive areas called segmental duplications, which are associated with developmental delay and adult neuropsychiatric disease, highlighting the importance of OGM in genome structural analysis. And there is more exciting news for BNGO, because I think BNGO is about to get huge government orders for their Sapphire system. Here's why. This article is only a couple of days old. Government rushes virus gene mapping as mutations spread. The US is scrambling to expand DNA mapping of coronavirus samples taken from patients to identify potentially deadlier mutations that are starting to spread around the country. Remember, large structural variations are what causes mutations, and the technology that does this the best is BNGO's Sapphire system. And only just last month, there was a publication from the International Consortium that highlighted the prowess of the Sapphire system in identifying large SVs with clinical significance in COVID-19. So guys, these are all positive catalysts for BNGO. I know the share price is suffering at the moment, but it's the same with every other stock. I strongly believe that the stock market will bounce back. I'm holding my shares and I might look to buy more if the share price dips any further. Anyways guys, that's it from me. Have an awesome day and I'll see you in the next one.